Hey there. Now, you know that recently I've been talking about my local area. Well, I've been talking about Leicester and how I don't feel comfortable uptown anymore. But in my local area, I've also mentioned that the chip shop up the road got robbed at gunpoint. A fucking chip shop. Like, it ain't that busy, fuck knows. But there was a gun up the road, and then there was a gun further up, like at the exchange. Don't ask. Right, I can draw it on a map if you want. Right, but this is like within walking distance. 2 guns in the last month and whatever. Anyways, there's this big whole thing going on at the minute because next to the co-op we've got our only pub, our local pub, went down in lockdown, and basically underneath, like, there was some backdoor shit that went on, and it's now been bought for a mosque at £50,000 more than somebody else was paying to keep it as a pub or something like this. I ain't the facts person, right? But this is next to a school, right? And I am not saying that all Muslim men are paedos. I'm just saying that at the minute, the whole grooming gangs thing that's decades old is now being brought to the forefront. And we realise that there are a lot of people of foreign cultures who don't see children the way that we do. Let's just put it like that, right? And I have a bother with that. Now, there is a group started on my estate. There's an actual activism group on my estate. I am slap bang in the middle of an activism opportunity, and I'm stepping right back and observing, mate. I will sign your petitions and shit like this. Do not want to get, but I work by myself. That's just all I'm saying, right? But go on, people, right? But they're rightly pointing out that parking around that area is utter shit at the best of times, especially at school times. And I didn't know these guys are going to be praying sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning. And these houses around that area, they've never had that. You know what I mean? And somebody pointed out somewhere on Facebook, I think, that in the summer, when people have the windows open, like, people just slamming their car doors 24/7, and there just being that much activity. So they're going down the logical route. They're going down the everyday route. I'm like, literally, school Muslims. I am not calling out all Muslims. I'm just saying that there are huge waves of people who are Muslim who have been convicted or are still out there, like, that have run grooming gangs, that have groomed little girls. 1 million girls have been raped or something like that, I read somewhere. Don't quote me on this shit. I'm just, oh, by the way, disclaimers, these are just my thoughts and opinions, and I swear. But the mosque, this is not what I'm talking about, right? This, again, within walking distance from me, on the opposite side of the school, well, at the back of the school, there's Her Majesty's Prison, Foss Way. Right? Now, this is one of them new mega prisons, you know, where electricity bills do not fucking matter. When you look from the top, it looks like something from a Hollywood fucking set, mate. This thing is fucking huge, and it's lit up to fuck all day, every day. I'm so glad that I don't live that near, but I only have to walk to the end of my road to be able to see it. I look down that road and you can see that prison, right? Now, this prison, right, you can see the windows on this prison from the school playground. Bear this in mind for future reference. Well, it'll all become clear really quick. Literally, so that means that school playground can be viewed from those prison windows. Does it not? Simple fucking physics, mate. You can, unless them windows are fucking blacked out on the inside. The people in that prison can see outside, right? This all got set off in my head last night because I was talking to somebody on the phone, right, who knows criminals, right? I have friends from all walks of life, right? And although I don't do any crime myself, oh, hot stepper, you do so many dirty crime. Sorry, don't do any crime myself. I don't really live in the world of crime. Do you know what I mean? But the friend that I was speaking to last night does has friends who have been in prison, who are in prison, who know mates who, is in that world, right? And this person last night was telling me that all about this prison. I didn't know fucking shit. Apparently, top of the fucking range. Now, they said to me that it's privately owned. I went and looked who it's privately owned by. You guessed it. Serco. Not even G4S, mate, who is a Serco company. Just straight out owned and run. Well, not owned and run. Oh, maybe owned. I don't know. But run by Serco. Right? So, well, yeah, it will be owned if it's private. No. Serco, if you please. If you don't know about Serco, get to know about Serco, because literally they own you. They facilitate the world. But or bad people. Bad people. Anyways, so like they told me, this person told me that they had a friend who didn't want to go there, right? And they said that like when it opened, which was 2023, right? When it opened, everybody wanted to be in there because it's state of the art. They've got everything. They've got, well, this person said like iPads in the room, or like, but they've got phones and shit like this, and literally, as prison goes, lap of luxury, right? So everybody wanted to go in there, and apparently now nobody wants to go there. People are saying, no, do not send me to that prison. And one person like has said that they want out of there because they've got a little kid and their kid can't come to visit them because it's full of paedos. Like, literally, apparently, according to a source of mine who knows people in that fucking prison, it's full of paedos. And they are allowed in with everybody else. So, like, literally, when there's visiting, like, the pedos are in there as well. So the people who've got kids can't have their kids in there because they're sat there with pedos, right? Now, can we just go back a little minute to where I just said that the windows of this fucker back onto a school, primary school, a primary school. The kids can see the prison windows. The prisoners in the windows can see the fucking kids. Tell me, explain to me in whatever language you choose how that makes sense. Anyway, so I did a little bit of a further little look about, right? So I went to the HMP Fossway. Serco, sector expertise. I'm so sorry, that's in really bad taste when you think of the fucking content. Sector expertise / justice / HMP Fossway. Justice. In line with the government's commitment to rehabilitation and modern practices, our justice and immigration business has been selected as the first operator of HMP and YOI Youth Offending Institution. I'm not quite sure. I know that it's on the site of the old youth offenders place. Fastway, there's a state-of-the-art resettlement prison in Leicester that opened in mid-2023 with a focus on providing a secure, safe and conducive environment, oh, isn't that sweet, for about around, 1,700 prisoners. Our aim is to reduce reoffending rates through innovative programs and initiatives and letting pedos look at little kiddies playing on the playground. Fuck off. Sorry. Back to the piece. HMP Fosse Way is one of the newest prisons in the UK, specifically designed to prioritise education, training and employment opportunities for prisoners upon their release. Our ultimate goal is to equip inmates with new skills and qualifications that will enable them to secure meaningful employment in key industries upon reintegration into society. You too can push trolleys around the Tesco car park. In collaboration with, in fact, you've probably got better fucking chance walking out there than you have if you leave school. Let's face it, they're going to give you qualifications that you can actually use. School just gives you numbers and letters on a fucking piece of paper. It's a bag of bollocks. In collaboration with local employers, Serco is facilitating on-the-job training opportunities for prisoners through release on temporary licence or OTL programs. This initiative is aimed at assisting individuals in transitioning from incarceration to paid employment, thereby reducing the likelihood of reoffending. How are you reducing the likelihood of a pedo reoffending by giving him a little window onto a playground full of little kiddies? Riddle me that. The prison also offers over 600 permanent job opportunities across various sectors, including roles in prisoner officer positions, healthcare, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of fucking Harold Chipman, psychology and administration. Through these employment opportunities, we are committed to supporting the rehabilitation and successful reintegration of individuals within the community. Go on. Anyways, right, so this is a Category C prison, right? So I just looked up what's a Category C prison, and it says Category C, and this is what made me make this video. Category C prisons are for inmates who cannot be trusted in open conditions but are unlikely to escape, have committed less serious crimes, are considered to be a low risk to the public, and focus on training and resettlement, preparing inmates for reintegration into society, are considered to be a low risk to the public. I'm sorry, but no, I cannot get past pedos, window, playground full of little kiddies. How the fuck are you going to resettle a pedo who's there fucking I'm just looking out the window, mate. I'm just enjoying the scenery while he's just fucking pulling one out. No, I'm sorry. No. No. So I'm really pissed off. I'm really pissed off. And I cannot believe that this is happening to a fucking school of little kiddies. If I went to that school, because don't even tell me that them kids don't know what's behind those windows. Well, they don't know they're fucking pedos. I didn't know until yesterday that a lot of them are fucking pedos. Literally, inmates are saying, do not send me to this place of luxury because it's full of pedos and I won't be able to see my kids. The world has gone fucking nuts, mate. Never mind save the Glen. We should have protect Rollston Primary School. And I'm sorry that I said the name of it, but we're 14 minutes in. Who the fuck's listening? But literally, that school, a mosque one side and a fucking net of fucking pedos down the back of the playing field. And you expect them kids to grow up fucking healthy in their head? We've got Labour MPs going fucking doctors are over diagnosing mental health problems. No, No, they're not. There's just more mental health problems because we don't look after the kids. We've never looked after the kids. And until we start looking after the kids, we're never going to be able to look forward to a future of a generation that grows up right in the head. And I will leave that there. Please consider subscribing if you've not done so already. If you agree with me, please consider me giving me one of them. If you made it to the end, I owe you a bevy because we need to start talking about this shit. Please converse in the comments. We're all family here. Thank you for being here. Please come back. Never forget that I love you all. Bye.